Hello, hello, hello. This is Rich Kale here on YouTube. Rich Gen X elsewhere. And it's time to play Broken Sword 5 Serpent's Curse, the fifth and currently last installment of the series. I don't think we've got a new one yet. Alright. If you have not played a point-and-click game before, then we recommend that you play the short tutorial. I am very familiar with a point-and-click game. So, let's just start a new game. But the serpent was wiser than all the animals that were in paradise, and God cursed the serpent and claimed him devil, and called him devil. And he said, "Behold, Adam has become like one of us, knowing evil from good. Battle not with monsters, lest ye become a monster, and if you gaze into the abyss gazes also into you." Two very true phrases. Catalonia, Spain, 1937. Should be safe from World War II.
We must go now. Papa!
Tiago, go with your mother to the trap. Take this. It will always be your guide.
Yes, Papa.
We will join you shortly.
Xavier, the painting.
La maledicción. This way.
Senora, it is too late. Go.
No! Papa!
Oh.
Senor, in here. Search them. Of course.
Harry in the present day.
Paris in the spring. Passion, romance, l'amour. I was working in art insurance. It paid the rent, just about. And then, by chance, I met Nico at a private view.
You didn't tell me that you were back in Paris, Josh?
We should catch up. Let's have lunch.
Nobody move. Non, monsieur, not la malédiction. Oh.
Stay back.
Once again, Paris had shown me her dark side. A brutal robbery, a senseless murder.
And Nico's running after
Nico and I were about to be drawn into a new and terrifying adventure together.
Oh, that's interesting.
The gallery owner was dead. I guess sometimes playing the hero doesn't pay.
No,
My
no.
company had insured the exhibition, so I had a crime to solve. The cops would be here soon. I didn't have much time.
Okay, let's talk to the priest.
Excuse me, Father.
Yes, my son.
I'm George Stobart. My company insured the exhibition.
My name is Simeon.
Is there anything I can do?
You can pray for his soul.
A senseless murder.
On the contrary, this killing makes plenty of sense.
Oh,
What do you mean?
A great evil has taken place. This is the work of the devil.
What?
I am a Dominican priest. I know these things. And now, excuse me, I must pray.
1 minute, I'd been planning dinner with Nico. The next, I was talking art theft, murder, and the devil with a priest.
this should be not unheard of, George. Apparently we get hints. Father Simone is no art critic, nor is he at Les Lézards Bleus by accident. He has been drawn there by one of the paintings, a La Maledictio, a painting which he believes to be the work of the devil. Simone speaks in riddles and is clearly stressed. Is this elderly priest to be trusted, or is he just a crazed conspirator? And of course we got Nico, streetwise, sassy, shrewd. Yeah. Let's check out Henry's body.
There was a small piece of paper in the dead man's hand.
Yeah.
It was too intriguing not to take a look. It read, 2:30 p.m., be ready. Innocent enough, until I realized that the robbery took place at 2:30 p.m. There was something fishy going on around here, and it wasn't just the canapes. I quickly replaced the note.
Good idea. Eau de toilette.
In Henri's pocket was a tiny bottle. It was a bottle of Brett. The label claimed it would wake the beast within. I didn't want Henri's blood on my hands. There was no way anyone would have survived that.
Yeah.
He definitely looked better.
Oh. And
Hair today, gone tomorrow. Poor guy.
yeah, poor guy. Ah, Henry. Okay. Got achievements. Thinks he's 25. Also stony broke and now dead. Okay. Our phone. And the eau de toilette.
A cryptic note in a bottle of overpowering cologne. No personal effects or anything else of substance. I needed to find where he kept his records.
Probably in his office.
The bust was balanced precariously on the pedestal. I didn't want to knock it off. That bust was pretty impressive. I wondered who'd been the model. For the discerning connoisseur, a soupçon at 80,000.
Huh. Okay, this is, I guess, the...
The door was marked private.
wires to a camera.
With luck, the security camera had captured the robbery. The cable for the camera ran into the room marked private.
Ah, okay.
The door was locked with a keypad.
Oh, shit.
If I wanted to get in there and look at the CCTV footage, then I'd need to find the number.
Yeah. Okay.
The label said it was painted in 1932. The gallery wanted 80 grand for it. A rare glimpse into the absinthe-addled mind of the artist. A snip at only 80 grand.
Grant.
Just 90,000 for this one. The alarm still worked on that painting. I wondered why the stolen painting's alarm hadn't sounded.
Ah, that's a good question. Look at that.
This was where the stolen painting had hung. Why that painting? And why kill for it? The stolen painting had an alarm, which should have sounded when the painting was removed. I needed to find out why it hadn't.
Okay.
I pressed the vibration detector pad. Nothing happened. I pressed the
Open that. Aha!
So that was why the alarm hadn't sounded. A wire had been cut by someone who knew exactly what they were doing. This was an inside job.
Yeah. It's a mirage.
The button bypassed the pressure pad system. Cutting the wire had disabled the pads.
Huh.
It was the speaker cone for the alarm. It hadn't sounded when the painting was stolen.
Okay. So, they're at the pizza box.
The thief left the pizza box behind. I wondered what was in it. Well, no surprise there. Pizza. The guy must have been hungry. There was only one slice left.
Yeah. Doesn't make sense. Okay, so now we have a pizza slice. Okay. Let's talk with Simone again.
Father?
Yes, my son.
Alright.
What did you mean when you said that a great evil had taken place?
Your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about seeking whom he may devour.
What?
Peter 5:8. The devil is all around, Mr. Stobart.
Okay.
Did Henri say anything before he died?
He said, "Stop the car, I want to get in."
What does that mean?
Yeah.
We may never know.
What brought you to the exhibition, Father?
The painting.
Which one?
La Maledictio, of course.
The painting that was stolen.
I had to confront the evil.
Okay.
I think there's something strange going on here.
Yes, Mr. Stobart. At last you see the truth.
No, Father. I mean that the robbery looks like an inside job.
The devil's work is always an inside job.
Okay.
A wire in the painting's alarm was deliberately cut.
Cut by the devil himself, perhaps.
Well, as far as I know, sightings of guys with horns and tails have been a little down recently.
You mock me, Mr. Stobart. But as you will discover, the devil likes to have the last laugh.
Yeah. Well, that depends who you say the devil is. I mean, let's face it, if you're thinking it's Lucifer, well, he's got a bit of a rubber duck fascination right now.
Do you know the code to get into the office?
No, but you could always pray and ask for divine guidance.
With respect, Father, I'm looking for a slightly quicker solution. What do you know about the man who painted La Maledictio?
El Serp. He was a man playing with fire, the fire of eternal damnation.
Serpent, maybe. I don't know.
Tell me about the stolen painting.
Whoever gets close to it will burn in hell.
We got damn close to
Hey,
it.
Father, how about a squirt?
I think not.
Okay.
Would you like this piece of pizza?
A man has just died. No, thank you.
Fair enough. Okay. Let's take a look at Lane here.
It was Hector Lane, France's greatest art critic. We'd met before. It hadn't ended well.
Oh yeah, I think that was in like the second.
For a
game.
moment, I thought he was dead. But from the snoring, I guessed he'd only fainted. Lane was out cold. I was going to need something to bring him around. Lane was out cold. I was going to need something to bring him around. Lane had fainted. I was going to have to find a way to revive him. Lane was out cold. I was going to need something to bring him around. Lane was out cold. I was going to need something to bring him around.
Oh, jacket.
In the pocket was a pair of nail clippers. They were monogrammed with the letters H.L.
Oh well. Let's see if this works.
Time to awaken the beast. What?
We meet him before. I think it was in the second game.
What was that? It smells like the 70s. Where am I?
You fainted.
Lane, let's see. Yep, second. I don't know why any else considers him irresistible to women. You're right. Okay.
Welcome back to the land of the living.
I wouldn't exactly call this living. Don't just stand there. Get me something to eat. I've had a terrible shock, you know.
Yeah, I know. Here, have some pizza.
I found a slice of pizza.
I asked for food, boy, not a cardboard simulacrum.
Oh, okay, if you don't want it.
I didn't say that. Now give it here. Given the circumstances, that was surprisingly acceptable.
Yeah.
Now, what's been going on? Oh, Henri, is he
Dead? Afraid so.
poor chap? Just like him to steal the limelight, though.
Oh, God.
Excuse me.
Do I know you?
Yes, our paths have crossed in the Glees Gallery.
Of course, the man with the absinthe. I don't suppose you...
Afraid not.
Pity. I'm sorry, but I'm having trouble remembering your name.
Yeah.
I'm George Stobart. I insured the exhibition.
I hope you have deep pockets then, my boy.
Could I ask you a few questions, Mr. Lane?
Fire away.
Did you know the gallery owner?
Of course, we worked together on the exhibition.
Oh.
Oh, really?
Henri provided the space. I was the creative powerhouse.
How long had you known him?
As a friend, many years. Our professional relationship had only recently blossomed into this exhibition, under my curatorial wing.
Ah.
And now the poor fellow's gone and got himself killed.
If Lane was involved with the gallery, then he had to know the code to that door.
Yes, he could.
Do you know anything about the stolen painting?
Of course, dear boy. La Malediccio, a little-known work, turned up at the last minute.
What about the killer? Were you able to get a look at him?
A delinquent in a tin hat. Beyond that, I don't really recall.
Oh, yeah, you fainted.
Those of us with a higher aesthetic are more sensitive to violence.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
So you curated the exhibition? What's it about?
A brilliant retrospective. A dialectical window on European art's ongoing discourse with the unresolved psychoses of the nation-state.
Wow, you took the words right out of my mouth. So, you help run this place? Maybe you can give me the code to that door.
The code to the office?
I just thought you might have the number.
I do, but I couldn't possibly give you access before the police arrive.
Fair enough.
I figured I wasn't going to get the door code from Lane by playing nice. I needed to turn the heat up.
No.
Mr. Lane, you're really going to have to give me the code to that door.
And why, pray, should I do that?
Because the way the cops will see it, you're the prime suspect. We both know you're innocent, Mr. Lane, but the cops, well, they may not see things so simply.
Yeah.
I might be able to get them off your case, but in exchange, I'd like the code for the office door.
But that's preposterous. The police would have neither evidence nor motive.
Funny you should mention that.
Yeah.
Someone sabotaged the alarm on the stolen painting. A wire was cut.
What? Who could have got into the alarm system?
Exactly. It was an inside job, Mr. Lane.
Yeah.
You're not suggesting that I...
Well, I'm afraid that's the way the cops are going to see it.
Yeah.
That's preposterous. How could I possibly have cut the wire?
An unusual painting turns up at your exhibition and gets stolen. Doesn't look good, does it?
And your point is?
The cops are going to ask some awkward questions. But you give me the code to the CCTV room, and I'll do my best to point them elsewhere.
I cannot let you into that room, Mr. Stobart.
Okay.
Besides, Henri found La Malediccio, not me. I had nothing to do with it.
This is an inside job for sure, Mr. Lane. The police are going to be very interested in your recent movements.
I've been out of town for several days, and last night I retired early.
Just saying.
You're not going to scare me into giving you that door code, you know.
I was onto something here, and I knew it. Lane was sweating. It wasn't pretty.
That's obvious. It's not going to be.
Don't suppose you've changed your mind about giving me that door code?
Certainly not. Give me one good reason why I should.
I might just do that, Mr. Lane.
Can't be that.
I hate to say this, Mr. Lane, but you're going to be the #1 suspect for this murder.
So you keep saying, Mr. Stobart.
How about some more of this?
I don't think so. As a sal volatile, it was acceptable. As a cologne, it would be barbaric.
Uh-huh.
Are these your nail clippers, Mr. Lane?
Yes, they have my initials monogrammed on them.
Huh. The perfect implement for cutting the alarm on the stolen painting.
What are you saying?
Well, the alarm was sabotage, Mr. Lane. It was an inside job.
Are you accusing me? How dare you? I had no reason to kill Henri, no motive whatsoever.
Okay, but I don't think the cops will see it like that. And I sure would like that door code.
See.
Well, you got to admit, the cut wire doesn't look good for you.
As I said, this is a preposterous allegation.
Mr. Lane, this robbery is not going to reflect well on you.
Yep.
As I said, I shall take my chances. You're not getting that door code.
So you'd been out of town and hit the sack early last night?
That's right. I've not been near the gallery for days.
No one had noticed the pizza box fall onto the floor. I decided to leave it alone.
Okay, well, we worked through all the topics. Alright. Alright. Oh boy.
Hello, Mr. Rickenbacker?
Stobart, what do you want?
Mr. Rickenbacker, there's been a problem.
Why does that surprise me? This better not involve the Blue Lizard.
Afraid it does, sir. There's been a robbery.
Oh, terrific.
Only one painting was stolen, though.
Well, what are you wasting time talking to me for? Find that painting, or find a way to avoid paying out. Two ways to keep your job, Stobart.
Of course.
I see. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Anything else you gotta tell me?
The thief had a gun. He shot the gallery owner dead.
We insured him too?
No, sir.
Well, that's one piece of good news. At least tell me you got some leads.
I'm pretty sure the security was sabotaged. The alarm was disabled for that one painting.
So, it was an inside job.
Yep.
Who else is at the gallery?
There's a guy called Hector Lane.
Lane. Why does that name sound familiar?
He's an art critic. I think he's connected to the exhibition.
Now, could it be him?
See him? I don't know. Unless I want to make him sweat. Guess it doesn't matter what I say.
It couldn't possibly be Lane.
Squeeze him anyway, and bring me the pips.
If I was going to squeeze Lane, I needed longer arms than these.
Find out who disabled the security system, then find that painting. And don't call back until you have.
Okay. The pleasant boss. Rickenbacker. Mission of him. Yeah, he's a piece of work. Let's see achievements. Oh. Okay. All right. Okay.
The street was quiet and upmarket. Not the kind of place for an opportunist thief.
Yeah.
From out here, you couldn't see the stolen painting. This robbery was definitely planned. I've always been a sucker for Parisian stained glass.
Yeah. Sure. Let's see.
Excuse me.
Monsieur?
Sure.
There's just been a robbery at the gallery.
Oh, really?
You don't sound surprised.
All property is theft, monsieur. And all art is property. Therefore, all art is theft. Do you not agree?
Well, when you put it like that, it's hard not to.
Yeah.
Did you see anybody run out of the gallery earlier?
There was a beautiful woman with a camera. She was chasing somebody.
Oh, that must have been Nico.
You know her? You surprise me.
Can you tell me anything about the man she was chasing?
I assume, monsieur, that like all of us, he is inherently unknowable.
No wonder this guy's cafe was empty.
Yeah.
The gallery owner, Henri, was shot dead trying to stop the robbery.
Life has no meaning the moment you lose the illusion of being eternal.
Okay.
Right. Did you know him well?
Can we ever truly know another human being, monsieur? He spent little time at the cafe, unlike his friend, Monsieur Lane.
Hello. That's interesting.
What do you know about Le Lizard Bleu?
It's bourgeois, vacuous, and overpriced. Just like its curator Lane. He's always in here, you know, talking art to his latest flusée.
What do you know about Hector Lane?
Lane? Oh yes. He drinks here sometimes. He slid away last night without paying.
Last night? What sort of time?
After midnight for sure. If you see him, give him this bill. And tell him to pay up next time.
I think we're gonna get what we need.
The check was from last night. But Lane told me he was nowhere near the gallery. This could be the leverage I needed to get the office door code from Lane.
Yeah. Definitely.
Would you like a squirt of this?
Are you suggesting I smell, monsieur?
No, sorry. Do you recognize these?
They are nail clippers.
Thank you for your consistent indifference, monsieur.
Perhaps next time you come, I will give you a coffee. Perhaps not.
Okay. That waiter.
The Sacré-Cœur Basilica. The highest point in Paris. Impressive.
I think I might have climbed that in, when I played Unity, Assassin's Creed Unity, some time ago. The podcast games that my mom found.
The room looked like some sort of office for the gallery. I could just see the glow of the CCTV monitor in the corner.
Okay. Let's see what this does.
Take a look at this.
What of it?
It's your bill from the cafe next door.
So?
It's dated yesterday. Last night, in fact. 12:30 to be exact. You said you were out of town.
Yep.
You sure drank a lot of champagne last night without paying the bill. But you told me that you were away from Paris last night. I hate to say it, but that sounds like a lie to me. Tell you what, you give me the code to the door, and the police need never know. A motive and proof of involvement. Not looking good, Mr. Lane.
Yeah.
You are a blackmailer, Stobart.
Just doing my job.
All right. You have me. The number is 6397. But I admit to none of these spurious accusations.
Of course.
I had the code. The police would be here any moment, so I had to work fast.
Yeah.
What was that number again? 642... No.
Everyone, hold it right there.
Damn it.
I am Inspector Navet of the Paris Serious Crime Squad, and I hereby declare this crime scene open. Closed. Now, nobody move, especially you on the floor.
He can't move, he's
Move!
dead.
I want a total lockdown. Nobody in or out. Apart from me, of course.
Okay. That's later.
I needed to get back into the gallery, but a familiar figure was guarding the door. It was Sergeant Mou. Our paths had crossed before.
They had? Oh. Ah. Slow-witted, pedantic, upright, and absolutely relentlessly loyal to his superiors, and in Moose's eyes, Inspector Navet could do no wrong. Okay. Now the waiter. Okay. Now let's talk with him for a moment.
Sergeant Mou, we meet again.
Ah, Madame Collard, an unexpected pleasure.
I was in the gallery at the time of the theft. Can I get back in?
I am sorry, but I am under strict orders from Inspector Navet. Nobody in, nobody out. And I must correct you, madame. It is no longer just a theft. It is a murder.
Mon Dieu! That poor man!
Yeah.
I witnessed the crime. I've got to get back in there.
I'm sure you can make an official statement in good time.
I saw the thief. I think I can help the investigation.
I am implacable, Madame Collard.
Who is Inspector Navet?
The most promising young investigator on the force. A genius, a man blessed with almost superhuman insight.
He sounds highly perspicacious.
Madame, it is not for us to talk about the inspector's sweaty proclivities. He is about to solve his third case in as many days.
So, what's he got that the other investigators don't have?
Blood spatter. He is the world expert. He reads the entrails of the crime scene like a book.
I really need to get into the gallery and speak to Inspector Navet.
Tut-tut, he is not to be disturbed.
Oh boy.
He is applying his famous scientific methods. Any moment now, the case will be cracked. I certainly hope so. I am dog-tired and want to go home.
I chased after the shooter and got a photo of him.
Inspector Navet will be delighted.
You've got to let me into the gallery to show him.
Absolutely not.
Hey.
So, I cannot go in without Inspector Navet's permission?
No.
And to get Inspector Navet's permission, I need to go in.
Exactement.
Have you ever heard of Kafka, Sergeant Mou?
Madame Collard, I do not see what soccer players have to do with this.
Oh boy.
No, he's a... Never mind. This was madness. Sergeant Mou wasn't going to let me in. Why are you so tired, Sergeant Mou?
I have been working for 3 days with no rest. Navet is a genius in his field, and he assumes that we all have his energy and vigor.
Oh, you poor man. If you'd like to go and get some sleep, I will watch the door for you.
That's very thoughtful of you. Ha! A cunning attempt to make me a deserter, madame. A gendarme never leaves his post.
Well, how about a hot drink?
Ah, that would do the trick for sure. Unfortunately, I mustn't drink on duty. My doctor specifically warned me against it after the last incident.
That incident you mentioned, what happened exactly?
I don't want to talk about it.
Of course.
All I can say is it was very
Probably something
unfortunate.
we did in the first game.
I am on duty, and I need to focus.
Here's my press card. Do you have a statement for the paper?
Yes, madame. Stay away from the crime scene and let the police do their job. And always leave a light on when you go out at night.
Thanks a lot, Sergeant Moo. You've been so helpful.
Okay. So, we gotta make a phone call. Call George. And Ronnie. Oh, that's our boss.
Hi, George. I'm outside the gallery.
Thank God you're safe, Nico.
Inspector Moo is out here and he's not letting me in.
Yeah.
I managed to grab a couple of photos, but the guy got away.
Poor Henri is dead.
I know. Why kill him?
I've been trying to find out. Turns out the alarm was tampered with. Looks to me like an inside job.
So, no ordinary robbery.
And no ordinary painting. The priest claims that La Maledizio is evil. I need to get into the office and see what the CCTV has to offer. Maybe you can help me out when you get back in here.
Well, didn't have any topics?
The body was still in there. I had to get back inside.
Call him again? Work through topics then?
I didn't want to call.
Okay. Alright.
Ronnie, I'm at the exhibition over in Montmartre. You won't believe the scoop I've got.
You're kidding me. That place is a dump. What could possibly have happened to make it exciting?
A painting's been stolen and the gallery owner's been shot.
What? Okay, speak to anybody who saw what happened. Scope out the place. And call me as soon as you get a story. If you're quick, we can make the evening edition. Bye, Nicole.
Well,
This could be the scoop I'd been waiting years for. I had vital information. I needed to get back inside.
office window.
It was an office. The room was full of strange trinkets.
Okay. Okay, let's talk to Monsieur.
Madame,
Bonjour, monsieur.
whatever it is you want, we are closed.
Then why are you standing here?
You would not understand, madame.
Try me.
Because I look at you and I know you are like all the others.
The others?
The pretty women who shop, who gossip, who have their spa days, their almond croissant,
That bad, huh?
and the men with their grooming products and their shiny shoes and their skinny suits who come to my cafe and ask me for lattes, macchiatos, frappes.
I see your point.
Is this what we fought on the barricades for, madame? Ripped up the paving slabs, bled on the streets.
Isn't it?
No, madame, it is not. We fought for ideas, for philosophy, for freedom, equality, fraternity.
Vive la révolution.
Yeah.
And do you know what drove us on as we fought? What fueled the streets of Paris in that glorious spring? What made our hearts soar?
Cheap wine and free sex?
No, madame, no! It was French Café Noir that inspired us. The simple demi-tasse. The black, sweet taste of freedom.
So that's why you closed?
Yes, madame. I serve only thinkers, philosophers, revolutionaries. And you, madame, with your polite top and your pointy heels, are none of those things.
This is a cafe.
Yes, to the right people.
On any other day, I would have given this guy a straight one to the chin. But there was a chance he could help me get into the gallery.
Well, then, let's, I think I know what we have to do. No.
Here's my press card.
La liberté. Madame, you are not the person that I took you to be. You must accept my deepest, my most profound apologies.
Well, of course I accept. But why?
La liberté. The great journal of freedom. At the height of the battle, as the tear gas blew and the blood flowed, it was La Liberté which carried the voice of our revolution to the world. I know now that you are not the kind of woman who would ask me for almond croissant. You are a true daughter of France, and I am your humble servant.
Okay.
Monsieur,
Talk.
The road to enlightenment is a long one, madame. Perhaps you will walk that road with me?
could we have a little chat?
Anytime, madame.
Okay.
Did you see anything happen at the gallery earlier?
I saw you running after a pizza delivery guy. Somebody said he killed someone.
That's true. He stole a painting and shot the gallery owner.
How close we are to death. And yet how far from ever comprehending it.
Well, right now I need to get back inside and figure out what happened.
I applaud you, madame. To seek the truth is a worthy ambition.
As a journalist, that is my duty.
Yep.
How about some coffee?
For you, madame, of course. There is only one coffee that I can serve you. Black, strong, and in a tiny cup. One moment. Here is your coffee, madame.
Thank you, monsieur.
Definitely keeps you awake.
The coffee was hot and strong. Could you make me a coffee to go?
For a fellow revolutionary? Of course, madame. One moment. Here's your takeaway coffee, madame.
Thank you, monsieur. The waiter didn't need to see my press card again.
Alright. No, we did that. Who needs something strong to wake him up?
Sergeant Moo, I brought you a coffee.
Coffee? Fantastic. Just what I need.
Yep.
But wait. I must not. My little problem.
I'm sure one little cup of coffee won't hurt.
No, I shouldn't.
I'm tempted, madame, but I cannot risk it. I am sorry.
So, this incident, it involved you, some coffee, and your little problem?
It is a tale of woe, madame.
I'm all ears, Sergeant.
Well, since you seem quite understanding, I shall elaborate.
Yeah.
Please do.
I was in charge of canine security for the president himself. One day, en vacances, he went for a private discussion with a lady minister. I stayed alone with his dog, but I had drunk a coffee to stay awake, and nature came to call. So I tied the dog to a tree and went for a secret pee-pee. When I came back, the dog was having a liaison dangereuse with the lady minister's terrier.
But how did they find out?
Well, 2 months later, the president's Labrador gave birth to 6 beautiful mongrels.
Oh boy.
And I was busted to sergeant just after the president's divorce came through.
You are a victim of a great injustice, Sergeant.
You think so?
But of course, you knew you must not fall asleep at your post. You were guarding the president himself.
Well, the president's dog.
Ah, it was the same thing.
Yes, I suppose.
And by drinking that coffee, you made the ultimate sacrifice for our glorious republic, your career.
Now you put it like that?
And now France is calling you again. She is saying, drink, Sergeant Moo, drink!
Eh oui.
She is?
She is. Drink or fall asleep at your post. Which is it to be?
I suppose it is drink?
Bravo, Sergeant!
Oh dear. Oh dear. Excuse me, madame. I must use the petit gendarme's room. It has gone straight through me.
Yeah.
Could you watch the gallery door for me?
Oh, you can count on me, Sergeant. I distracted Moo. It was now or never.
Yep. And that got us in.
How did you get past Sergeant Moo? Well, you won't fool me so easily, madame. I shall question you later.
Oh, that's fine. That's actually what we need.
Nico, am I glad to see you.
So, what's the problem?
The inspector's watching me like a hawk. I'll never get in without some sort of distraction.
I'll see what I can do.
Yep. All right. Now we got in, and I think this is a good place to hold up a game. So next time we're gonna work our way and help George to get into the office. If you made this far, please put in the comments that Moo made the sacrifice again. And as I said, next time we will continue this adventure. Until then, this is Rich Kale here on YouTube. I'm Rich Gen X elsewhere. I have videos that premiere on the channel every day at 3 p.m. in a 2-week cycle, where I work through various game series and franchises, including the Heretic Hexen series. I'll be starting Hexen, working my way through Mage's Initiation, Reign of the Elements. I do runs to the game of Monstrum. I'm working my way through the Alien Breed series. Currently going to be starting Alien Breed 3. I think that's called Descent. Working my way through the Quest for Glory series, doing a Magic user playthrough. Currently on Wages of War, the third game in the series. Working my way through the Sinking City. Also working my way through Kathy Rain 2, Soothsayer, and a bunch of others that premiere in the 3 p.m. time block. I also have videos that premiere weekly at 10 a.m. At the time this recording is made, Sundays and Mondays are open in the mornings. Tuesdays are reserved for fic readings. Wednesday is either one of the first 7 Final Fantasies, first 3 Final Fantasy Legends, or Chrono Cross or Chrono Trigger. Thursday is usually Dead by Daylight. Friday usually for a fighting game, ladder, or story mode. And Saturday usually for a retrospective for a game or series I've beaten the story mode on. So, until next time, I'd like you all to take care and have fun. Bye!